I've been told I got to come up here and say it so everyone can hear me, apparently. Right, here we go. For those of you who don't know me, I consider myself a bit of a loner. A bit of a one-man wolf pack. But when I met Billy, I knew he was one of my own. And my wolf pack, it grew by one. So there were two. So there was two of us in the pack. Running around looking for strippers and cocaine. Sorry I'm a bit nervous, but the last time I was stood in front of a room full of smartly dressed people, I had a 2-year driving ban, a £600 fine and a 12-month suspended sentence. Billy also had a driving ban once, but I promised I'd never tell anyone. On behalf of everyone, I'd just like to thank Alge and Susan for inviting us all here today and organising such a fantastic occasion. The barn looks absolutely amazing, and I know a huge effort has gone into transforming it over the last few weeks. Unfortunately, I see a few heifers have snuck back in. Being Billy's best man today has given me the opportunity to meet so many of Natalie's relatives. And despite what Billy's been saying, I think you all look pretty normal. Give me 6. I'm sure you'll all agree that Natalie looks beautiful today, as does the bridesmaid, flower girls, and not forgetting Al's the page boy. I'm sure you've all done Natalie proud on a big day. Natalie, I'm sure the day has lived up to your expectations. Billy spoke of his love for Natalie in his speech, but I'm sure most of you would agree that if he genuinely loved her, he would have let her marry someone else. Billy told me a long time ago that one day I would be his best man. But I, along with many others, didn't think this day would ever come. But it looks like after 6 years, Natalie has finally tamed the predator. I'm hoping that if I do a good job, I can be best man at this next marriage. I thought writing a speech about Billy would be easy, but believe me, it's been more than a testing experience. Not helped by the fact that Billy has given me a list of subjects not to mention. Anything he's ever said and anything he's ever done. And I'm obviously not allowed to swear either. I spent a lot of time looking for information to write my speech, and I spent a lot of time on the internet. Unfortunately, I forgot to delete the browsing history, and when my missus found it, she called me a pervert, and I've been sleeping in the spare room since. Billy and I have been friends since childhood, and one memory that stands out in my mind is Billy's obsession with growing a beard at 10 years of age. He'd literally run home twice a day to dry shave and rub creatine powder into his face. At 18, he left me to join the Navy, where he worked as a dickhead. Sorry, I meant deckhand. Billy's adventures of sailing the seas have become something of an urban legend. And if you type Billy does Denmark into Google, you may get a better understanding. I contacted Billy's commanding officer and I asked would he like to say a few words. He seemed puzzled and said, after catching that virus in Kenya, I'm amazed he's still alive. It was while serving in the Navy that Billy developed his fetish for sharks, which is ironic because sharks are described as fearless in the dark, quiet in their approach, and attack with precision, which reminded me of the night Billy broke into Sean Lewis's house. Me and Billy have been in a few scrapes over the years. One story that comes to mind involved a police chase through Cardiff, 2 cans of pepper spray, and 20 hours bed and breakfast at the police station. But the good thing was, I only got a warning, and Billy only had to sign some kind of register. It was just lucky for us the girl in the boot didn't press charges. With Billy's criminal background, it's quite funny that when Natalie first took Billy home, she was studying criminal psychology at uni. As you can imagine, Alge and Susan were a little bit more than concerned at having him in the house, because they thought he was a case study. A lot of you may not know, but Billy is the tightest person you could ever meet. So extremely lucky that he's found someone who's going to provide him with the things he needs, support him throughout his marriage, and provide financial security for the future. So if we can all raise the glasses to Alge. I was going to say a bit about the stag do, but I had nothing really to say apart from it's not every weekend you get to party with a predator. I'm going to leave it at that now. I think I've been up here for long enough. I'm shaking and shaking. I'd just like to wish Billy and Natalie all the luck in the future. He's been my best mate for 28 years. So I'm 28. And I'd just like to thank him. I'd like to thank you all for coming. The food was amazing. And have a good night. Thank you.